behalf of our respected chairman, sir, members of the management, all the faculty members and students, and my own behalf, I wholeheartedly thank and welcome all the participants, faculty members, and students of R.M.K. Group of Institutions.
So good morning, sir. Start பண்ணலாமா சார்?
16 participants இருக்காங்க சார்.
ஆமா சார். அதான் யூடியூப் லைவ் கொடுத்துருப்பாங்களா சார்? அதெல்லாம் வருவாங்கன்னு நினைக்கிறேன்.
யூடியூப் லைவ் ஸ்டார்டடா சார்? ஈஸ்வரன் இல்லையா?
ஈஸ்வர் இருக்காரு. நம்ம ஓகே சொன்னா ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிடுவார். லிங்க் கொடுத்துருவாரு.
ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிட்டேன் சார் யூடியூப்ல.
Okay sir, let's start.
Pleasant morning and ஈஸ்வர் சார் ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணிட்டீங்களா?
ஜோதி சார் நீங்க ஸ்டார்ட் பண்ணுங்க.
Okay. A pleasant morning and welcome you all for this today's section on innovation entrepreneurship initiated by Institution Innovation Council, R.M.K. Engineering College, Chennai. This is actually an initiated by Innovation Ambassador Program by MHRD, ACT India. This even a session will give more importance to the steps to follow for innovations and opportunities for innovation and startup, as well as for entrepreneurship development programs available and opportunities available for entrepreneurship. To start the section, I request our beloved principal, Dr. K. Junaid sir, to welcome the gathering. Please, sir.
A very good morning to one and all joining in this webinar organized by Institution Innovation Council of R.M.K. Engineering College. On behalf of our respected chairman, sir, members of the management, all the faculty members, students, on my own behalf, I wholeheartedly thank and welcome all the participants who have accepted our invitation and joined in this webinar session on innovation and entrepreneurship. My dear participants and students and faculty members of R.M.K. Group of Institutions, hope you are all doing fine and safe during this period. The purpose of organizing this Innovation Ambassador Training Program initiated by MHRD's Institution Innovation Council is to enrich the knowledge in innovation, entrepreneurship, IPR, and other activities for the benefit of all the students and also the faculty members of our institutions and other institutions. So today, I thank Dr. Somasundaram, Professor of Electronics and Communication Engineering Department, and one of the coordinator of IIC of our college to deliver online webinar session on innovation and entrepreneurship. I would like to share some information with respect to our institution. R.M.K. Engineering College started in the year 1995, 25th year of excellence in providing excellence in engineering education. Started by Lakshmi Kantamal Educational Trust. Our trust members, led by our visionary chairman, Thiru R.S. Muniratnam, former MLA from Kummidipundi constituency 3 times. At present, he is holding the post of President of Self-Financing Consortium of Self-Financing Association of Tamil Nadu, and he is also holding the post of Chief Patron of All India Federation of Engineering Colleges across the country. He has received Vidya Ratna Award for his outstanding performance, particularly for the rural community. Our trust members, consisting of respected Chairperson Madam Tirumadi Manjula Muniratnam, respected Director Sir Thiru Jyoti Naidu, respected Vice Chairman Sir Thiru R.M. Kishore, respected Secretary Sir Thiru Elamanji Pradeep, respected Vice Chairperson Madam Dr. Durga Devi Pradeep, respected Management Trustee Madam Tirumadi Soumya Kishore. In our institution, we have 7 UG programs and 3 PG programs, and we have applied for getting autonomous status to AICTE, UGC, and Anna University from the academic year 2020-21. And this year, we have planned to start BTech Artificial Intelligence and Data Science and BTech Computer Science and Business System. Both these programs are powered by corporates. With respect to placement opportunity provided to our students, we have a very strong connectivity with all top leading industries, including core companies and product companies. And we have been maintaining more than 85% of placement, including business unit hiring opportunity for our students under intern cum job offers by top product companies. And we have established 15 Center of Excellence laboratories in collaboration with leading industries to provide training in the latest technology areas in all disciplines. So with this, I would like to invite Dr. Somasundaram to start the session on innovation and entrepreneurship. Thank you for the given opportunity. Thank you. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir, respected principal, for giving this opportunity, and welcome all the participants for this session. I'll just start sharing my presentation. Good morning, one and all. I am Dr. Somasundaram, one of the innovation ambassadors of R.M.K. Engineering College, which is a part of initiative of Institutions Innovation Council. So our objective is to share this information to students and faculty members outside our college as well. That is the purpose of this. So I'll be happy if whatever I share is useful for you to pursue innovation entrepreneurship in your institution and for your career. So this is a summary of what I'm going to talk today, the innovation and entrepreneurship cycle. Very broadly, these are the steps. Innovation, first. For any problem, you can identify, think of an innovative idea to solve the problem, whatever problem is in the society or for people. And it should be converted to a product and service so that it is usable. Idea alone will not be sufficient. You have to convert it into a product or service. and
Please
use
share the screen, sir.
product and service, you
Share the
create
screen.
a company. Initially, it's a small startup company.
Professor, screen not, sorry for the disturbance, your screen not shared so far.
Is it shared now?
No, sir. No.
Is it shared?
Yes, sir, fine, sir.
Sir, are you able to see?
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. This is the summary of what I'm going to talk. Innovation, coming up with an idea for a problem, convert this into a usable product or service, and using that product and service, create a startup company. That requires entrepreneurship. So start a company and make profits. And if you continuously make innovation from your company, you can come up with more and more products and you can expand. You will be considered as an innovative company. The product or service can be in variety of fields, in technology or a social problem or finance, etc. What I have shown here is some few examples. There's a small box there which acts as a laser-powered virtual keyboard with which you can enter data and that will get into the device. Second one is some usage of IoT and electronics for healthcare, which you can see through the device. And drone is another area application where there are different applications. Innovatively, you can design the drones to serve a specific purpose. In this case, I'm showing an example where it can be used for delivering a package. Then you start a company. It's a startup company, small one. It will not be big. So some group of 5 or 10 people start the company and initiate this entrepreneurship. So when I say innovation and entrepreneurship, it doesn't mean you have to be an entrepreneur and start a company. It can also be developing these skills, qualities as innovation and entrepreneurship, which you can apply even when you go for placement and join a company, where these will be used to apply in your career. So how do we consider companies to be innovative? So at this point, there are many companies considered to be innovative. It is based on the number of patents, which reflects the innovation. So every year there is a list coming up, and these are the top companies ranked based on the number of patents. Like big companies like IBM, Samsung, Intel, Microsoft, they're all there. Sony is there. Number 12 is Alphabet, which is the parent company of Google. So these are some of the top 20 companies, and furthermore, there are companies which are continuously innovative, and that is why they are on top in their market. So let's see some examples of this innovation. What is innovative about this? This is a Sony Walkman. We have heard of it, we have used it, but it was an innovation in 1979 when it came. It was launched. Why it was innovation? First of all, the company Sony has applied all their technological expertise to bring all these electronics into a small box. and then they have made it into a usable piece of product by which users can use it when they go along and they're walking or driving or going out. So what is innovation about it? One is the technological innovation, because they took all the electronics and miniaturized and put it in a small box. Second thing, which is more important, is it changed the lifestyle of people and changed the mindset of people. People thought that music is only you sit at home and listen to music in a good nice stereo system, or go to a concert or go to a movie hall and hear music. But now it changed the lifestyle that you can carry your music and listen to music wherever you go, whenever you travel outside or walk. So that's why it's called Walkman. So that was a revolutionary idea of innovation from Sony. Another example is machine. I don't know whether you can recognize this. What is this machine? This machine looks like a typewriter. So this was an innovative product at that time. So what is this product? It is the IBM's first invention, first patent, which is in 1911, more than 100 years back. They created this typewriting kind of machine, which is for doing data entry in a punch card. Punch card has got 80 columns. It's a slightly thick card. And as and when you do the typewriting, you enter the program and enter the data also in this card punch. So that was the first invention to bring an idea that data can be fed to the computer in this format using a punch machine. Later on, they came up with a more modern version of the punching machine. So that was the starting point of IBM. And now where they are now, about 140,000 patents they have created in US in various areas. And internationally, recently in the last year, they have got patents in the areas of artificial intelligence, cloud, blockchain, encryption and quantum computing and so on. They are progressing fast in this area, getting patents for their innovative work. So out of them last year was special because 900 patents were granted to Indian inventors. As you know, IBM is spread across the world. Their research labs are in different countries, including India. And Indians are also working in other countries, US labs. So 900 patents were by Indians. And this is the highest number by Indian engineers. So along the history of IBM, there have been many innovations, patents, and to the extent that they have become part of our engineering studies. In a CSE and IT, there is a subject operating system, and that is nothing but IBM's System 360 computers operating system, which was the first operating system, which they have patented, improved, and now that has become the standard. And those concepts are applied in other operating systems. So it has become a study in our engineering curriculum. Similarly, relational database came from IBM. Similarly, cryptography and network security. The very commonly used network security is DES, Data Encryption System, DES. That is by IBM Lab. They researched over 11 years, 1960 to 1971. And in 1973, it became a US standard. All systems, not only IBM, but also other computers should use this DES standards. It's a subject now in CSE and IT and ECE also, cryptography and network security. So IBM has been continuously innovating. Another company is General Electric Company, which is working in many areas: aviation, healthcare, power, renewable energy, etc., etc. It is a company which is on the top in business and also in the top innovative companies. So what is the first patent of this company? because it works in so many areas. What is the first patent of this company? It is by Thomas Alva Edison's incandescent electric lamp. With this, they started this company with Edison as the co-founder of GE. And he has invented this, patented this, and subsequently a lot of innovations in different fields by himself, Thomas Alva Edison himself and his colleagues and his labs, and it has grown to be a big company. Samsung Electronics is number 2 in invention, in innovation, and last year, about 6 months back, 1 year back, they have got patents in these areas. Augmented reality, with where contact lens has got augmented reality, and smart glasses having augmented reality. And there is a head device which synchronizes between your brain and the mobile device. What you think is converted and displayed on the mobile device. And smart clothing. You can wear the cloth, and the energy comes from not batteries, but power from solar light, solar body heat itself is generating power. So that's another invention. So they are continuously inventing in the electronics area. This is an example of first production engine in 1935 by an automobile company, auto manufacturing company. So 1935. What is this company? This is Toyota. From the first petrol engine, they have gone to hybrid electric cars, hydrogen fuel cell vehicles, everything. And it's the largest auto manufacturer in Japan and second largest in the world. And it's a global market leader in hybrid electric vehicles and also market leader in hydrogen fuel cell vehicles. What we see in the picture, first one is the first car they have produced. The second one is an electric car which came in recent times. So Toyota is not only great for this coming up with this innovation and patents, but they have also released the licenses of about 23,000 patents to all companies, which means companies can use their technology, they can use patents without paying royalty for Toyota, because they want to promote the idea of hybrid vehicles. So the first one is an electric car. The second one, white car, is a hydrogen fuel cell car, which is being sold in Japan. The third one at the bottom is a way of charging electric cars in a wireless way, without a wired connection. You can just go near and it will charge wirelessly. That is innovated and patented. Fourth one is just an example I am giving, because Toyota is not only in automobile manufacturing, but also in robotics. And in particular, they are working closely with the Japan Space Agency. Just like we have ISRO, which is our space agency. Toyota is working with Japan Space Agency and providing a lot of robotics doing the operations. So that's also patented. That's also another area where Toyota is working. So they are very innovative company. So if you see the logo of Toyota, that itself is innovation, a little bit of small innovation. You can just think about what is innovation about the logo. Okay, but the answer is the logo, this oval shape, circle, and all that. With that, you can write all the letters TOYOTA, the name of the company. You can write from that symbol. All these are contained in this logo. So that itself is an innovation. So not only technology, but also simple things like Band-Aid. It's every day we are using. It's required everywhere for first aid. We have to keep anywhere for an emergency. So that is also an innovative product. Why? Now it's a very common product. But what is innovative about it? The invention of Band-Aid came as a kind of small idea from this employee of Johnson & Johnson, Ed Dixon. He newly married, his wife is working at home. Often she gets cuts and burning herself. Then every time he has to help her to put the egg. There are cotton bunches, the roll of we have to cut it and put it. So very often he was going late to office. So then he thought, okay, he will prepare something ready-made so that his wife can do it with one hand, without any help, so that he can go to office. So he was casually mentioning this to his manager, and then he thought, oh, it's a great idea. Why can't you give more details? You can make it into a product. So Johnson & Johnson is a product continuously innovating, and that's also one of the innovative companies. So such innovation come in a very casual way, converted into a product. So another innovation. What is innovation about this? I don't see any machine or computer or anything, but what is innovation in this? This shop has got a lot of fruits, and this man was given a job to take all the fruits and put it in 4 different boxes as per the sizes. He has to categorize the fruits into sizes and put in one of those 4 boxes. So what he used is 2 rods. The 2 rods are not parallel, slightly like a trapezium. So if he rolls the fruit in that, it will slowly fall into one of the 4 boxes depending on the sizes. So he is not very educated, but he came up with this idea, which is very fast for him to put all these in the 4 boxes. So this is an innovation by him. So why we are talking about this is many times innovation comes from not scientists or big engineers, some people who are working on the field, working in the factory. So that is why they are proposing the Kaizen system, by which employees can give ideas which can be expanded to a product. So that is a part of quality management system, that Kaizen ideas should be accepted and made into innovative products. So innovation requires a startup. Nowadays we are talking a lot about startup. And how old is the word startup? It was for the last 40 years, whereas the business is, the word business has been there for 5,000 years. What has changed so suddenly? So startup is something different. Not it is a business, but not a general business. It is something unique characteristics to be called startup. I'll quickly go through this tabular column, not going into details. What we are saying is, let us take a company, a Fintech company. A Fintech company is a company which does financial loans to customers, but using technology, computers, to maintain the account, give the loan amount, collect, and so on. So if you compare a traditional small finance company and a fintech company, going through all this calculation, what we see is finally the loan, small finance company can give up to 15 lakhs, whereas a fintech company can go up to 1.5 crores with a profit of about 10 times more. So what is special about it? It is a startup company, uses technology which makes operations efficient and reduces the operation. So the startup solves an important problem. In the financial company, from the business point of view, he gets more business, more profit, but society point of view, it gives opportunity for millions of low-income households who don't have access to loan schemes to get small amounts, 10,000, 20,000 for their requirement. They can get loan from this kind of startup company. It uses innovative technology and scalable. If they want to scale from 10 customers to 100, 100 to 1,000, it doesn't require more infrastructure, more buildings, more people to work. The number of people can remain almost the same, and the office space can almost be the same. So, but the business can be scaled, unlike a finance company. If the finance company has to expand, it has to create branches in different places, set up buildings. So the scalable is something different from startup. And because of the profit we are showing, the financial companies will be prepared to invest, interested in investing in this startup company. So it is investable. So it will be of interest to invest and get more profits. So how do we do the startup? There are 4 methods, 4 steps. Find a problem which is worth solving. First of all, the problem, as we have seen in these examples of big companies, it has to be worth solving. It can be in any area like healthcare, etc. But some users should find it worth to use your solution. So first of all, check whether the problem is worth solving, and then build a solution using technology. So initially you develop a MUP, minimum usable prototype. That is what is the basis on which you can show it to investors and get some funding. So that MUP is an important thing. It should show that it solves the problem, it is effective, and so on. Even if it doesn't have big, nice package, nice painted colors, etc. But the core working is proved, then it will be easy to expand. And make it into a product. When you make it into a product, take patents, IPR, and bring this solution, and then operate a business to manufacture and sell this product, making profits and achieving the growth. Growth should be in a faster way, like the Fintech Company we talked about. It should be highly scalable. So these are the steps involved in doing a startup company. And when you do the startup company, you should give a business plan. And for business plan, there is a methodology called business model canvas. So you have to prepare answers for all these questions. It is in 3 colors, but the colors are significant. The pink color refers to whatever you are going to operate. Who are your partners? If you are doing a medical device, there should be a doctor. And if you are developing something for agriculture, then agriculture expert has to be your partner to give ideas, to tell whether your ideas is correct or not. What are the key activities? You will design, develop, go and do some field testing, all these activities. What resources you want. If it is IT related, you need computers, software, etc. and so on. Similarly, the blue refers to what is your outside world connection. What is the value you are going to tell the customer? Who will be your customer? Who will be targeting? And what are the channels through which you will make the sale? If it's a medical device, you have to go through hospitals. And they in turn will give it to patients or users. So what are the channels? And then the bottom one is you yourself have to convince that the cost of developing this is this much, and how you will get the money, revenue stream, and whether it will be profitable. So that is the financial part. So this is the details you have to work out. I'm just showing because this is a standard format startup companies use, and the investors also expect in this format. So I am giving this. I'm not going into details, but in principle, this is the information investors will look for. So very quickly, I'll just skip through these slides. These are the areas where entrepreneurship and startup companies are possible. So this is given by Entrepreneurship Development Institute of India, EDII. So they have done a lot of study, lot of applications are coming to them, proposals are coming to them. Based on that, they have studied and said, these are the areas where entrepreneurship is possible. Skill development, e-learning and MOOCs, executive education, IT and software, health-related R&D, management and security, e-commerce, social media and networking, video conferencing, healthcare, Ayurveda, yoga and meditation. All these are areas where startup companies can think of products or solutions to solve specific problems. So if you want to start up as a faculty member or student, who will help you if you want to establish a startup? Who will be able to help? Who is prepared to help? So there is an ecosystem, innovation and entrepreneurship ecosystem, where there are different organizations helping in different ways. So together you can use them and develop your startup company. First of all, I am speaking on behalf of IIC, Institutions Innovation Council, which is an initiative by MHRD and AICTE. And they are having a lot of initiatives to encourage students to become innovative. I'll give you the activities of them. That is one major ecosystem player. Then from the government, there is a Ministry of MSME, Micro, Small, Medium Enterprises. Then from the government, EDI, Entrepreneurship Development Institute of India is there. And in particular, the Tamil Nadu division of EDI is also there, but they are doing something special for Tamil Nadu, which other states are not doing. So I'll talk about that also. That is something we can make use of. Then on the higher side, angel investors and venture capitalist companies are there. Angel investors are some individual or a group of angel investors who invest in a startup company from 50 lakhs to, let's say, 3 to 4 crores. And venture capitalist companies are about 1 crore onwards to higher side. What's the difference? Angel investors help you to develop the product in the initial stages, but venture capitalists are very business oriented. They will expect profit. They will expect share in the company and return on the investment. So all these start at 50 lakhs plus. I am not going to talk about this for this session, because for students and faculty members, we are mainly concerned about developing the startup companies between 0 to 50 lakhs is our investment. And that 0 to 50 will not be given by angel investors or venture capitalists. It will be given only by somebody personally know you, your father, your uncle, or some friends or group of friends can put some money and start. Or if a person is working for about 10 years in a company, he can make some saving, and with that he can start a company. So in the 0 to 50 lakhs, these big people will not come. And that is where these players, IIC, MSME, AICT, EDI will come into picture, because they are very much interested in developing the entrepreneurship in India. So when we want to develop the products, we have to set it up in what's called incubation center. What is incubation center? What is incubation? Incubation is something like a bird hatching their eggs. முட்டைய அடை காக்கிறது மாதிரி தமிழில் சொன்னால். ஏன்னா அது ஒரு அதை ப்ரொடெக்ட் பண்ணணும், சேஃப்டியாக இருக்கணும், அது வெளியில் வர வரைக்கும் அது பாதுகாக்கணும், சேஃப்டியாக இருக்கணும். அதே மாதிரி if there is a newborn child, it has to be kept in an incubator so that there is no problem in temperature or environment or dust. So it has to be protected in the early stages so that the child is getting a good environment. Similarly, plants. So that is the purpose by which this incubation is done. So that is applicable to incubation centers for startup also. So in the initial stage, the entrepreneur has to be given some kind of protection to develop himself by guiding him in technical matters, legal matters, financial matters, marketing matters. So some help is required. So that is why incubation centers are required. The IIC is started by MHRD to systematically foster the innovation among the higher education institutes. It is to encourage, inspire the young students to develop innovative ideas into prototypes in the early stages. So IIC is set up in many engineering colleges, and MHRD is driving those activities. They have some well-defined activities which all colleges have to follow, like National Innovation Contest, Smart India Hackathon, online session, leadership talk, and visiting to nearby incubation centers. And some activities are done by the college itself. For example, in R.M.K. Engineering College, we follow the MHRD-driven activities, and also we have our own activities developed, planned by our principal and IIC coordinator. So to involve the students in the activities. So at the end of every quarter, every 3 months, we have to report our activities to IIC, and they will publish the ranking, ARIA ranking. Currently, R.M.K.EC is rated 4 out of 5 stars. So recently in the lockdown period, IIC conducted online sessions from April 28 to March 22nd. In R.M.K., about 130 faculty members, 350 students got attended this online session and received certificate. But it's not a one-time job. And even if some people have missed it, they have opportunity. The learning materials, video sessions are all available in the website. The 17 sessions cover all aspects of innovation entrepreneurship and can be used as reference materials. Some of you who have not attended this class also, no problem. They can go to this website, use this video, PPT, and get some knowledge. And the topics are generally, these are the topics covered in the 17 online sessions. So it's quite comprehensive. For example, I talked about business plan, business model canvas. I just showed one slide. I didn't have time to explain. But there is a separate video on this. An expert on this is talking about how to develop business model canvas. It's in the website. You can go through the presentation, which gives details, or the video session, which gives details. And it also has interviews with some innovators who have started companies. And some entrepreneurs have started companies based on Smart India Hackathon. What is special about Smart India Hackathon is the problem statements are given by the government departments, ministries, and also corporate companies. So the problem is well defined. So you know that the problem has a social cost. There are customers waiting for using this. So the problems are well defined. You don't have to worry about whether it's a good problem or not. So if you can solve that problem and you talk to the ministry or department or corporate, say, we have developed the solution, can we make it into a product? It is ready. And another speciality about Smart India Hackathon, it says it provides all the facilities, but when you develop this product, the patent or IPR with you only. So whoever has developed will retain the patent or IPR. The Smart India or ACT will not share it, need not share it. They will say you can be the owner, your college can be the owner of the patent. That is something good about Smart India Hackathon. So nowadays it is done in internal hackathon and external hackathon. So even if it is internal hackathon, the ideas, when they come to a shape, and you can try to improve this further and make it into a product. So this set of videos, I've got some interviews with those kind of entrepreneurs who worked in Smart India Hackathon competition, developed product, and they made it into a startup company. So it's a good set of material which can be used as reference material. Then we have the MSME, micro, small, medium. This is a quick definition of what is a micro, small, medium in terms of investment in the machinery and what is the turnover. And MSME sets up incubation centers in various colleges. And R.M.K. is one of such incubation centers, which has an MSME incubation center. And MSME provides funds for projects for innovative ideas and prototypes. As I said, 0 to 50 lakhs. We cannot get from big investors, but MSME provides 15 lakhs for a good idea to develop. So MSME is funding for such innovation. That is an opportunity which we can use. As I said, EDI Tamil Nadu is very active. And if you go to their website, it's good. It gives all the services given by EDI Tamil Nadu. You can even subscribe to their newsletter so that you can get a regular update on what's happening. So these are the activities which is done. And they also provide fund in this called Innovation Voucher Program. Innovation Voucher Program called A and B. First is entry into research. So what it means is you should have MUP, minimum usable prototype, and then some research. Research means in this case market research can be done. It requires some money. You have to interview people, you have to attend conferences, you have to talk to experts. Whatever product I have, will it have market? Who will be the customers? Take some sampling customers. So market research. So that market research, if it is done, you will enter into the next stage called research. Research and modify the product as per the market requirement. So a grant of about 2 lakhs is given. The second stage is, yes, you are clear about which customer segment you will attack. And then what are the additional features you want to put in your product? What are the additional facilities you want to put in that product to make it into marketable? That is entry into market. So a fund of up to 5 lakhs is given. So at the end of it, you'll be in a position to enter into market with a good product, which is you have studied and made sure that it has got the market potential. So this is something government has initiated, Tamil Nadu government. This is the first state to launch this. And it intends to reach about 400 entrepreneurs per year. And every month there is a approval. And currently what they are saying, we have fund, but we don't have good proposal. So this is an opportunity we should look at. So students and faculty members can look into this to enter to this. So when you apply for IVP, there are two types. One is a group will apply for IVP, the group which has developed the product, saying that I want some help in market research. And there will be a knowledge partner who will do the actual market study. So in our case, for example, R.M.K. Engineering College students or faculty members can develop a product and apply for IVP. And R.M.K. itself can play a different role, saying that another group of faculty and students in R.M.K. can do the actual study. So the funding will go to the knowledge partner because they are doing the actual study. And what is the benefit for the startup company? At the end of the study, they will not get money, but they'll get a good report about the product, which segment they have to go, what is the additional features you have to do in the product, etc. That's a benefit for the company or the faculty and students who develop the product. So this can also be done instead of R.M.K. knowledge partner, you can also go to any other knowledge partner, or the RMK Knowledge Partner can provide this service to some other ME companies also, other than R.M.K.EC. But these are all opportunities. The EDI TN is giving this opportunity. Then we have incubation centers. As I said, incubation is a place where startup companies are encouraged. The companies are given help to develop their product, giving guidance in various other matters, financial, market related, legal aspects, and having some common lab facilities, etc. So this is a incubation center, IIITDM, which is an institution of central institution funded by MHRD, which is near Chennai. And we have visited this incubation center. We had very good inputs from them. They are doing a lot of work in 3D printing, augmented reality, virtual reality, and various other new technologies. There are startup companies in this incubation center. Some examples in those companies. There is a company called Max in the incubation center in IIITDM. They are working on VR, AR apps, virtual reality, augmented reality. So I just want to give this example because in the business plan, they ask, what is the revenue stream? So these companies, what is the revenue stream? The revenue stream is one through their products, virtual reality and augmented reality products. They get revenue. And also they get revenue from the training program, conducting workshops, conducting sessions for students. That is another way by which they use their expertise and get some money. So this is something you can keep in mind when you say revenue stream. It can be by a product, selling product and getting the revenue, or doing some services like training, or developing any specific applications for a company, VR, AR apps. Then it will be other kind of revenue stream. And they have very sophisticated lab setup. I had been there. Our students and faculty have been there. It's a very good place where a lot of work is going on in this startup company. Another one is the same incubation center, G20, which is concentrating on IoT products. This is one of the 4 or 5 products which they sell, which is unique, patented, and they make money out of this. Another startup company in that incubation center is something related to agriculture or horticulture. It's a new form of growing the plants. So they are making it and selling, and they are getting a good profit, and there's a lot of market for this. Another startup company there, which is artificial intelligence driven health and fitness coach. So they have to wear this watch-like device, and it will help you in personalized advice on the health and coach. So here there is one question comes up, like there are many products like this available in from Apple Watch, Samsung Watch, and many other companies. So if they are doing a startup company, how will they compete against those big companies? So that is where the business plan canvas comes into picture. So what is special about this? In what way it is different from Apple Watch or Samsung Watch? The entrepreneur has to explain and convince the investors. So I hope they have gone through all this, they have come to this. So I don't know the actual details, but it shows that the investors have invested in this, saying that, okay, there is a potential for this, competing against the big giants. So it's an example. Then there are some companies in that incubation center which are called graduated. Graduated means what? Just like a student gets graduated, finishes 4 years of studies, he gets graduated and goes out with a degree. So these are startup companies started in that incubation center, and they have grown to a stage where they can be independent. So they don't need any special incubation. So financially, technology-wise, they have developed. So then it goes out of the incubation center. It goes out into the city and sets up their office in some office building with their people, with their own facilities, instead of using the common facilities in the incubation center. They are outside the incubation center, which means they have progressed, they have graduated and gone to the higher level. Now they are independent companies. And the benefit for them is independent, but incubation center will bring in new startup companies. There will be place and facilities for new companies to come in and start doing the entrepreneurship. So we have a list of about 30 incubation centers in Tamil Nadu, in many colleges, JPR, Kongu, R.M.K., Satyabama, Tiruchirappalli, REC, University of Madras, like this. So if students, faculty members are nearby any of these incubation centers, they can visit and get some experience, interact with their entrepreneurs and so on. So in the college level, yes, there are many innovations taking place in R.M.K. Our students participate in corporate competition like TCS Shop Nova. He came up with an innovative product. So when you go to shops selling perfumes, you test your perfumes with some perfume just to check. But shop point of view, it's a lot of wastage. A lot of people test it and go away. So these students came up with an idea. Like you just go and select one perfume. There'll be a small stick with a bud. In the bud, there'll be the perfume. You just inhale it, you'll get the smell. That is good enough for you to know what kind of smell it is, perfume it is. So from the shop point of view, it's saving a lot of perfumes. It's a small device. It uses IoT, uses some sensors, and it goes, prepares the stick, dips into the perfume and comes out. So it's a very cost-effective way of shopping. So this was accepted by TCS. So these students were given some internship in TCS and some internship stipend also, and it was useful for them. Similarly, there are many innovations happening in the college. It may be in any college also, because these are all run by different corporates and different institutions, professional societies. These are opportunities which students can use. And engineering students have got opportunities across 8 semesters, right from first year, participating in IIC activities, Smart India, paper presentations, and finally MSME proposals. And they can go out and continue to be in the startup company as partner. The alumnus can be still continue to be a partner in the MSME startup company, which is running in the college. So it's up to the faculty members and students to use this facility. In institutions like IIT, IIT, faculty members with guiding their students start companies, and continuously students keep changing, but faculty member provides the continuity. So just like faculty members say, I have published a paper, they can also say, I have 3 companies, 5 companies in my name, which reflects their entrepreneurship. So faculty members can also look at it as an option to have some startup companies in their name. So going forward, there are many opportunities provided by various players. It can be used effectively by faculty members and students. You have to develop the qualities to become entrepreneur, or you can be an intrapreneur. Instead of it's I. You can be an entrepreneur within a company. So within a company, you can develop new product, come up with ideas, and give it to your management. They will invest some money and make it into a company product. So what is the benefit for the employee? Okay, he will get better salary, improvement, promotion, fine. But more than that, what? So many companies provide what is called ESOP, If somebody is performing well, if they are innovative, they have come up with new product, they are given a salary hike, promotion, but still in addition, employee stock options, ESOP. They are given some shares in the company. So whatever profit comes, there'll be a share to that employee also. And entrepreneurship through startups. Students can do startups. They can continue in that startup, or even if they go out, because the patent is in their name and partnership in their name, they will get a share for the startup company. And similarly, some alumni also, they can go back to their college, and if there is an incubation center, they can start up that company. So this is the summary. I want to thank all the participants. I want to thank my management, principal, IISc coordination team to provide this opportunity for sharing my thoughts on these ideas. Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you so much, guest speaker, Dr. Somasundaram sir, for your information about innovation and entrepreneurship. This is time to ask questions. Those who are watching the live in YouTube or this one our Zoom meeting, any questions you can raise the question. After the question, we'll paste the registration link, feedback link. You fill up it, you will get the certificate default actually. Please ask the question, please. Okay, thank you. We believe that there is no question actually. So I take this opportunity to thank the management and our principal for giving the opportunity to share the knowledge about innovation and entrepreneurship through Institution Innovation Council, R.M.K.ENGINEERING College. Thank you, sir. Thank you, the management. And I thank our speaker today, well-experienced speaker in entrepreneurship actually, giving more information, opportunities for startup, and entrepreneurship, incubations, everything. Thank you, sir. I thank our system admin, Ishwaran sir, for helping for Zoom as well as the live of YouTube. I thank our data department, Dr. T. Suresh sir, for coordinating this function with our eminent person, Gunasekaran sir, and his colleagues. So once again, thank you. The same event we'll have this on next Saturday, Sunday, on design thinking by Dr. Jason. Until then, it's bye from Institute of Innovation Council, R.M.K.ENGINEERING College. Thank
sir,
you.
Excuse me, sir. One question came from YouTube, sir.
Yes, please. Read out the question so that we can answer.
Yes, sir. How to get a space for manufacturing? How to get space for manufacturing? So one of the participants asked the question in YouTube.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
How to get a space, SPAC, space for manufacturing, sir?
Yes, sir. The startup is applicable to all engineering, including manufacturing, mechanical. So you should come up with a proposal of how much space you want, what facilities you want, what is the investment required. So based on that, if there is a market potential, then you will be given sufficient space. For example, the incubation center I spoke about has got facilities for 3D printing. So that's also a small manufacturing. So 3D printing and any other type of things also you can ask for. And based on the merit, it can be done. Okay. Yeah. There is a question, I think in the chat. What about commerce students? Yes, Commerce students, yes, in the very first example I gave, Fintech Company. You can think of a financial service where there is some innovation. So just like a Fintech Company, if you can come up with innovative idea in the commerce area, you can propose this as a startup company.
Okay, so we'll wind up the session.
Yeah.
So, Gunasharan sir, please copy the link to.
Yes, sir. I posted. Sir, I posted in YouTube and this.
I think
Zoom
no
link,
more
sir.
questions will wind up, right?
Yes, sir. There's no more questions, sir. That participants also replied that. Thank you, sir. The question who posted the question, sir.
Yeah.
So thank you, the whole team. Actually, we'll meet next Saturday for our internal participants in design thinking, as well as external participants for design thinking on Sunday. Thank you. Bye.